Let's get you the latest developments coming out of Diepsloot, and police are on high alert in the area today to monitor the situation until law and order is restored. Linda Mnisi is standing by to tell us about more boots being on the ground to combat the crime. But what is the situation like there at this hour, Linda?
All right, as you know, then that there is a closed meeting happening inside this community hall. What you're seeing now is a JMPD van leaving the community meeting here, leaving the community hall rather. There is a gentleman inside that particular police van, and he was one of those who was attending this particular meeting. And from what we're gathering from the people that kicked him out of this meeting is that he introduced himself as a Zimbabwean national, and it was then where chaos broke out and community members then asked him to leave. So what you're seeing now are the community members that did not enter this particular meeting. They're standing right at the gate, and while this, of course, meeting continues inside, you'll remember that the police minister, together with a Home Affairs Minister, Aaron Motsoaledi, as well as the Premier here in Gauteng, have arrived here in Diepsloot to have a community engagement. This is perhaps to find solutions in terms of what's the way forward is. You'll remember that over the past couple of days, there's really been a lot of chaos here in Diepsloot, community protests breaking out. So community members were quite angered by the fact that that gentleman was inside of that meeting. It's a closed meeting and members of the media aren't allowed to participate in it. So we are only waiting outside while, of course, the ministers explain the processes of what is to happen going forward. And during that process, of course, community members get to relay what their issues are. A number of them still locked outside, the gates. I just want us to go closer. Perhaps I'll ask my colleague Katle Khontorwane to just come closer with me so that we get a sense of what the people here in this particular gate are feeling like. There's a lot of police presence as well inside to ensure that everything goes according to plan. So this is what you're seeing. So let's try to speak to some of them. Sisi, nifuna ukungena phakathi. Okay. Libatla u participate mo meeting.
Actually I want to participate. Re matla mo da mana bua le setjhaba mo. A tswela o dula ka da.
Daimane ke mang?
Bekitsena. Le yena a no motsaledi. Ke re gala go ba hlompha le kana batho ba. A ba tsemo ba bulela setjhaba se bona eng. Yes. Not re ba sa re meeting ka re o tsebile re to kopana le rona motsaledi. Ka ba buletse kwa a batla hi batla ka feedback. Simple.
Let's go to some other residents here. Hey, I'm going to try to just... Okay, let's listen in. Okay, so what that gentleman was saying, let's listen to this one, Tutu.
You know what you want? You want the minister to come outside and address the people about the situation that is happening in Diepsloot. Because of the safety of the people, it comes first. So no address about to come but what about the rest of the people outside? Because we are waiting outside here on Rupena Obile Wale Batubaka. Unlike our heart to Ramata, then I took a moment.
Le fila gore lona ba le kwalletse ka ntle gore le se ke bela participator or ke gore maybe holo e tletse.
It's not all about political participate. I understand the problem is whole inyani. Then this is what we agreed on. This is the solution moving forward. Then we'll understand that. But not then if people then can be all right.
All right, there you have it, Dudu. So these are some of the residents who are stationed outside of the gates of the community hall. So they say that they basically understand that the community hall is very small and can only accommodate a couple of number of people. But what they want is for the meeting to conclude inside and for the police minister, together with Aaron Motsoaledi, Minister of Home Affairs, and the Premier here in Gauteng, David Makhura, to come out and then hear their views about what's happening and what the way forward is. There seems to be no grievance really about the fact that they are closed outside. The other gentleman that I spoke to said he would like them to step outside. So the call that's coming from these community members is that, the minister, step out of that meeting to have a bigger and a broader discussion with the community members here on the ground.
Linda, we are seeing some reports of police allegedly going around as they conduct operations and asking people to say certain words in certain South African languages, and if they're not able to, then those people face arrest. Is this something, as you've been working the story for us throughout the course of the morning into this afternoon, that you witnessed? All right. We seem to have lost our connection to Newzroom Africa's Linda Mnisi. Linda, if you can hear me, you've been conducting, or rather you've been working the story for us throughout the course of the morning into the afternoon, and some reports coming through that police allegedly going around as they conduct their operations, asking people to say certain words in South African languages, and if they're not able to say those words, then those people face arrest. Is this something that you witnessed? Okay, hello and welcome to it. If you're just joining us, these are the scenes in Diepsloot. So those are community members who are separated by that red gate. They want to gain entry into their community hall to be addressed by the Ministers of Police, Minister of Home Affairs, as well as David Makhura, the Premier of Gauteng. They are inside the hall, seized with a number of matters and addressing some community members. Because of a lack of space, these community members are not able to come through. Let's hear some of their frustrations.
I don't care.
To leave it with this, as Linda Mnisi continues to work the story for us, some members of the community who have gathered there, who want the attention of the relevant authorities that have made countless promises yet again in 2022 to fix the situation that is plaguing some residents there. As you can hear, the one lady who was passionate and talking about the fact that people are getting raped in this community. One gentleman saying, for where you have 4 people living in a tiny space. Crime, unresolved crime cases, as well as a lack of policing in that area has plagued them for a number of years. And I guess now coming also again to a blow. We'll bring you more details when we return.